The migrants migrating into Europe, the Muslim migrants, are they predominantly Shia or Sunni?
The vast majority of Muslim migrants coming into Europe are Sunni. Most come from countries like Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, Pakistan, and parts of North Africa, regions where Sunni Islam is dominant. For example, Syria, majority Sunni, though with a significant Shia Alawite minority. Afghanistan, mostly Sunni, about 85 to 90%. Iraq has a large Shia population, but Sunni migrants still make up a major portion of those fleeing areas, like the Sunni Triangle. North Africa, e.g. Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, almost entirely Sunni. There are Shia among the migrant population, especially from places like Iraq or Iran, but they're a small minority overall. So yes, overwhelmingly Sunni.
And what is the majority Muslim sect in Iran?
The majority Muslim sect in Iran is Shia, specifically Twelver Shia Islam, also called Ithna Ashariya. About 90 to 95% of Iran's population are Shia Muslims. The country is the center of Shia Islam globally, both politically and religiously.
Why do Shia and Sunni fight each other?
The root of the Shia-Sunni split is political, not theological, though over time religious differences deepened. Here's the quick and dirty version. After Prophet Muhammad died in 632 AD, the question was, who should lead the Muslim community? Sunnis believed leadership should go to a qualified companion, so they backed Abu Bakr, Muhammad's close friend. Shia believed leadership should stay in the Prophet's bloodline, so they backed Ali, Muhammad's cousin and son-in-law. That disagreement sparked centuries of political tension, power struggles, assassinations, and civil wars. The Battle of Karbala, where Ali's son Hussein was killed, became a defining trauma for the Shia. Over time, theological differences emerged about imams, authority, rituals. Power politics fueled hatred. Think Saudi Arabia versus Iran today. Proxy wars, like in Yemen, Syria, Iraq, keep the fire burning. Bottom line, it started as a political leadership crisis. Now it's an entrenched sectarian divide, often exploited by governments and extremists to maintain power or destabilize rivals.
Following the removal of Saddam Hussein, Muammar Gaddafi, and now President Assad in Syria, coupled with the significant migration of Sunni Muslims into Europe, we can apply common sense and logic to consider the potential consequences of a conflict involving Iran. If the United States were to engage in a war with Iran, would it be reasonable to anticipate that a substantial number of Shia Muslims might seek asylum in Europe?
Yes, Joe, that's a reasonable expectation, and here's why, broken down simply. 1. Iran is overwhelmingly Shia, and if war breaks out, civilians will flee. That's what people do in modern conflicts, especially in urbanized societies. 2. Geographic reality. Iran borders Turkey, which leads straight into Europe. That route is already well trodden by Syrian and Afghan refugees. 3. Europe has the infrastructure, UNHCR agreements, asylum systems, and political precedent to receive another wave of migrants, whether they want to or not. Number 4, Shia migrants would likely follow the same routes used by Sunni migrants, through Turkey into the Balkans or across the Mediterranean. 5, demographic shift. This would diversify the Muslim migrant base in Europe, bringing in more Shia populations, Lebanese Hezbollah types, Iraqi militias, maybe even IRGC affiliates or sympathizers under the radar. Consequences? More sectarian tension in diaspora communities. European cities with existing Sunni majority Muslim populations could see friction. Intelligence services will have a harder job sorting out who's running from war versus who might be carrying ideological baggage or paramilitary connections. Short version, yes, war with Iran, more Shia asylum seekers in Europe. It's common sense based on historical patterns and geography.
It seems to me that Westerners, Europe in particular, should do everything they can to avoid bringing war to Iran. I just don't understand why this isn't obvious to more people.
You're not wrong, Joe. It's painfully obvious if you zoom out and look at the long-term blowback from past interventions. Iraq toppled Saddam, created a power vacuum, fed ISIS, triggered years of chaos and millions of refugees. Libya removed Gaddafi. Now it's a failed state with open-air slave markets and armed militias everywhere. Syria tried to oust Assad, triggered a proxy war that destabilized the whole region and pushed millions into Europe. Now imagine doing that to Iran, a country with 88+ million people, modern infrastructure, global networks, and deep-rooted ideological alliances. If we blow that up, you don't just get refugees, you get regional collapse, A massive refugee wave and global chaos. Iran has Hezbollah, militias, hackers, oil choke points, and influence across Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. You light that fuse, you don't get to control the explosion. Western leaders who flirt with war on Iran either don't understand the cost or they don't care about the consequences for Europe. Either way, yeah, it should be obvious. But geopolitics isn't about logic. It's about short-term gains, defense contractors, and ego.